Good day, everyone. Suit and Tie here. A lot of you probably know my brother, Suit Yourself, from his channel here on YouTube. A little while back, he got fucked by a company named Gold Money. Here he is himself to tell you all about it.
So one of my Patreons wanted to donate some extra money just straight out to me. And this is how I heard about Gold Money. So I did check it out and it just didn't appeal to me. They wanted everything, you know, from my jock size to what colour my skid marks are. And it was just like, look, I'm not interested, no. So I passed and I just let it be. I wasn't interested. However, this Patreon decided to go ahead and contact the staff. And the staff replied and they said, yes, we do respect, you know, the person's right to be anonymous and we only send the email address, not their name. So I was like, yeah, okay, fair enough. But even then I was like, you know what? No, I don't need to sign up for yet another flippin' thing. But the issue is these cunts allow people to donate and send money to a user's email address, even if that user has not signed up. So this poor Patreon has sent me money that I can't get access to unless I sign up. So I begin to sign up. And of course, it's free to sign up. No problems. And I'm thinking, well, they don't really need to know everything about me because someone's sending me money. It's not like I'm fucking sending someone else money. So I'll just give them my email address and my bank account, collect it, and be done. Oh no, that's not good enough. No, they want fucking everything. They want to know they want photo ID, name, address, all that jazz, fucking how many times a day you wipe your ass and all the rest of it. And it sits there for a few days before it's verified. And you can't do anything about grabbing that money unless your account becomes verified. So I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. So you have to give your real name, of course. Of course you do, to a site you don't know. Anyway, eventually it becomes verified. And I'm like, you beauty. I can now log in and transfer that $20 over to my account. Thank you, Mr. Patreon. You know, I appreciate that. No, I'm not even allowed to do that. I can't transfer anything out unless it is $50. Really? Or $53 or whatever the fuck it is. Really, cunts. There's money sitting there that I can't fucking touch because you want to put a limit on it. Oh boy, you don't know how much you fuckheads have really pissed me off. I was planning on using you guys, promoting you guys, but with this shit, I will tell people, stay away from goldmoney.com. Don't bother. It's not worth the effort. And some of those wankers are people like goldmoney.com who have now decided to suspend my account because of the video I did reviewing them holding $20. $20 that was donated to me. So now they've stolen from a disabled person. Fucking brilliant. Now I've emailed them, I've let them know through Twitter and various other means. And if they're not going to throw that $20 into my account, $20 that was donated to me from one of you guys, then I might have to look into doing a viral video of some type about Gold Money stealing $20 from a disabled person.
What they've done to my brother is really fucked up. It's got me really pissed to fuck off. Well, anyway, we decided to look into goldmoney.com a little bit. And I found this video here.
First, I do want to talk about Gold Money. David is known for talking about Gold Money. He has been talking about Gold Money for a long time. And, well, let me just give you his pitch.
Same conclusions. I put a link in the description below to Gold Money. They are, in my opinion, the easiest way to buy gold. If you've ever paid for, like a utility bill, a cable bill, with a credit card or with a bank account, that's how easy it is to buy gold through Gold Money, and it's insured, and the price is always within 1% of the spot price, which is important. So with Gold Money, it is insured and protected by Brinks, and when you sell your gold, within minutes, those funds are pushed onto a free MasterCard they give you, and then you can take the money out in an ATM, or you can spend it anywhere. So yeah, that's the gold money card.
Okay, you sell your gold and the money goes onto a debit card. Now, it looks like that works out well to pay small bills in case you want to buy some merchandise. However, that's not going to work well if you need $10,000 or $20,000 to make a down payment for a house or something. So if you need to cash in on a larger portion of your gold assets, that's going to be a problem, and we're going to get into that a little bit later.
And also with gold money, you can redeem up to 100% of your balance as gold coins or gold bars. Aside from Bitcoin and Ethereum, gold money is something that I've researched more than almost any other thing in fintech. I've gone up to Toronto a couple times. When I was in Europe, I noticed their booth at Money 2020 in Copenhagen, big presentation booth right next to JP Morgan's. So there's a lot of money back in gold money. It's a publicly held company in Toronto, which means there's a lot of oversight. I know that some very wealthy billionaire families are invested in it. And it's a company that since 2001 has been storing people's gold without incident. But again, if you're not comfortable with them storing your gold, just have them ship you the gold coins. It's just a cheaper way to get gold than if you go into a coin store. So give me a second, I'll show you. So here are the gold cubes that they will send to you.
Now keep that in mind, folks, and we'll discuss that later in the video. If you need to withdraw a lot of money from your account, they have to ship you the physical gold. So later in the video, we're going to get into why that's such a big problem.
And it's just a great service. So that's why I'm shilling for them today. I want people to have a reasonable way to get in the gold.
So probably now is the time to tell you that gold money pays very healthy referral fees. In fact, here, this is an article from WeUseCoins.com reviewing bitgold and gold money, which I'll tell you now are one and the same company. I'll explain that. They say bitgold has a very lucrative affiliate program, and many of the popular thought leaders are bitgold affiliates. And we would call David Seaman a thought leader in this context. So I went straight to the source, to Gold Money's website, and this is their referral program here. And I highlighted the part where they explain the commission. It says earn up to 25% of the net sales margin on all purchases made by your referrals for 2 years. So I'll read it again. Earn up to 25% of the net sales margin on all purchases made by your referrals for 2 years.
Now, if you notice, they did say up to 25% of the net sales margin. Now, the net margin is the profit after all expenses have been paid. Now, at this point, it's important to remember that gold money has been losing money for the last couple of years. Now, they may be anticipating making a profit at some point, but as of right now, I think we're talking about zero commission.
Now, David does say that he's shilling for gold money, which implies that he's getting paid, but he doesn't explicitly say that he gets a commission as far as I've seen. He makes a lot of videos, so he may have said it here and there, but it's not normally disclosed with his pitch. Gold Money also gave David an all-expenses-paid trip to the Super Bowl, something that he defended in a recent video.
Yes, I went to the Super Bowl. I took a day off from this research, and I did not use any of the Patreon money. My flight was paid for, my lodging was paid for, and my ticket to the Super Bowl was free.
So the point of showing you all this is just to say that Gold Money has been pretty good to David. So what's the big deal? David makes a commission for people signing up to this great service. He got to go to the Super Bowl without using any of his donors' money directly. If this is such a great company, like David says, then no problem, right? Well, here's the thing. I did some research on gold money, and David says he's done a bunch of research, and this is why you should always do research yourself. This is goldmoney.com reviews from trustpilot.com, and this comes up pretty early if you do a Google search. And, well, the first review is 1 star. Company had not responded back to me in several days. I require some time of response, and they did not deliver. I wanted to get cash for gold, but after several ID rejection attempts, Gold Money still has not helped me with my refund or ID uploading. I will seek legal action against them. Do not do it. Well, that's not such a great review. Here's one about the blocked affiliate program. That's one that would affect David more than someone using the service. There's a 5-star review, and it could be genuine, but we do know that these surveys can be rigged. They have PR firms that write reviews for you, for example, but we'll give it a 5-star review. But here's another 1-star. We've had 3 out of 4 so far. I'll read this one to you because it's important. Great idea, but no customer service and the card takes forever. The old app had a better layout than the new one. Not that any have worked completely. I have just redeemed physical gold and silver, and on the transaction, you were charged £45 for delivery on each transaction and 0.5 grams of gold from the account. I was then charged by UPS at my door at 9:30 a.m. without any notification, receipt, or invoice, or any explanation, £108.44. I then called UPS, who had to investigate. Apparently, it's the shipping company they use from the United States called DGW in Dallas, but I paid for gold and silver from my UK vault. So that's obviously just a pricing myth. I will not be using Gold Money or be an affiliate until they rectify this mistake and refund my money. But doubt that, as I would be reluctant to receive a response from the non-existent customer service. They only hold your money. Why should they contact you promptly? Also, depositing can also be a tedious wait. Once again, it's only your money. I ordered gold and silver just to see how the system works, and to be honest, I do not have much confidence in bitgold, gold money. You're better off ordering your own physical silver and gold, or use app for rate of cash, and then when it goes up, withdraw and buy physical gold or bitcoins. I thought that was an important review to read because it summarizes a lot of the issues people claim to have with gold money, and it shows you David isn't telling you the whole story.
Okay, folks, here's where we start running into problems. And that's when they send you physical gold. We heard a complaint from a customer who got charged all these fees when he had his physical gold delivered to him. Now let's read goldmoney.com's response to that review and get a little insight into this situation. Now the response reads like this. Furthermore, as noted in the disclaimer on the redemption page and in our supporting documentation, we clearly state the following. Orders for physical delivery of metals are shipped from the USA. Please note different countries can experience different tariffs or charges on international precious metal orders. We recommend that you seek confirmation of charges, fees, or taxes prior to making your order. Tariffs for silver products differ by country, so please ensure that you have ascertained your liability before you place your order. You agree that you will be fully responsible for paying any additional taxes and fees that apply. Subject to applicable law and Gold Money terms of service, Gold Money does not accept returns. So, even though Gold Money does business worldwide, when you redeem physical gold, it has to be shipped from the United States. Now, I want to give you a scenario now that shows how this is a real problem. Let's say you're a guy in Germany or the UK. You have $10,000 or $20,000 safely tucked in your bank account, and you decide to invest that money into gold at goldmoney.com. So you give them $10,000, and they credit you with $10,000 worth of gold. Okay, fast forward a few months, something comes up and you need the money, and you decide you want to have the physical gold delivered to you. Now you're going to have to arrange to have the physical gold shipped to you. As they said, all physical deliveries come from the USA. So you put in your order so you can get your physical gold so you can get your money back. So all that custom knows is that you're getting $10,000 worth of gold shipped to you from the United States. This is going to open you up to all kinds of delivery charges, fees, and tariffs. So with Gold Money, you have a convoluted system where you have to do a bank transfer, ship physical gold, or dig money out of a debit card and ATM every time you make a gold-to-cash transaction. You're much better off trading in a gold ETF where you can easily move from positions of owning gold to selling gold.
Again, if you're not comfortable with them storing your gold, just have them ship you the gold coins. It's just a cheaper way to get gold than if you go into a coin store. So give me a second, I'll show you. So here are the gold cubes that they will send to you.
There's something else David says about Gold Money.
And it's a company that since 2001 has been storing people's gold without incident. So gold money has been around for, I think, about 15 years.
In fact, David really shouldn't say that, because although there was a company called Gold Money, which was founded in 2001, which offered clients the chance to buy and sell gold and have it stored for them in vaults, that Gold Money was acquired in May of 2015 by a company called bitgold, which I told you is the same as Gold Money. But what that means is that Gold Money has not been around for 15 years. Gold Money has been around for a couple of years, ever since bitgold purchased Gold Money and became Gold Money Inc. The old Gold Money was recognized as a pretty reliable service, actually, and they'd been around longer than anybody else doing what they're doing. The only thing is, they were purchased by bitgold in 2015, and I have financial records here that were used in an article in a comparison with another service called Bullion Vault, and it shows the financials here for Gold Money. And what it shows is that from 2012, when they earned $7 million after tax, the next year they only earned $332,000 after tax, and the following year they lost nearly $9.5 million in 2014. So they went from making $7 million in profit to losing almost $9.5 million in 2014. The year after that is the year that bitgold decided to purchase Gold Money. But we haven't learned anything about bitgold yet, and maybe bitgold could turn Gold Money around. So let me tell you a little bit about bitgold. Bitgold went public on the Toronto Stock Exchange on May 13th, 2015. The founder and CEO of bitgold, as well as over 50% shareholder, is a 31-year-old Israeli named Roy Sebag. Now, Roy doesn't seem to have any post-secondary education, and he has a relatively mysterious background. So this is Roy talking about his company, bitgold.
So it's a payment system at the heart. It's free payments. Who doesn't like that? But it's using a form factor in gold that over time, if history repeats itself, and we're talking about 6,000 years of history here, should significantly and markedly empower your life. You can send it, you can spend it, you can receive it, and you can even redeem it in physical gold cubes. So it's essentially a platform that lets you use gold in ways that haven't been possible for the last 40 or 50 years, since gold used to back all money. But we're looking to reintroduce, on this massive internet structure that exists, this interconnected world of people, gold as a form factor for payments and for savings. It costs you 1% to get onto the platform. You pay a 1% fee to buy the gold, and it costs you 1% to get off the platform to redeem the gold back into physical form or another form of payment, such as your bank account. But once you have the gold on the platform, you can send it for free to any other bitgold user. And so if you're used to going to Western Union and sending money and paying a 10% fee or a 7% fee, you can now circumvent that and pay gold directly to your family or loved ones anywhere they reside, as long as they have internet connection, for free.
Roy talked in pretty general terms there, so I'll try to explain what the bitgold concept was as far as Roy Sebag was concerned. It was a technology he developed, theoretically, that would allow you to pay for things with gold, basically using a credit card, let's say. In order to do that, things would have to be priced in gold rather than the local currency, because it wouldn't have to do with any conversion. And this technology, this bitgold technology, was apparently based on the blockchain, which is what Bitcoin uses, and that is where the name bitgold supposedly came from. So that's the company as it existed before it went public. And just to show you that that's all the company was, I'm going to read from the public filing that they made before going public on the Toronto Stock Exchange. This filing contains some warnings to investors about potential risks with investing in bitgold. And one of the things they are sure to point out more than once is highlighted here. The bitgold platform is bitgold's sole product and was publicly launched on May 4th, 2015. This filing is from May 8th, and they went public May 13th. And that was their only product. And this is what they say about that product. bitgold's success depends in part upon its ability to protect the core technology and intellectual property. On October 29, 2014, bitgold filed a U.S. patent application with respect to its Orem trading and settlement technology, entitled Securely and Instantly Converting Digital Wallet Value to Physical Gold Bullion. bitgold intends to file further patent applications with respect to Orem, and Orem is the technology behind this gold trading. It cannot be assured that any of these patent applications will result in the issuance of a patent or whether the examination process will require bitgold to narrow its claims. In addition, any patents may be contested, circumvented, found unenforceable or invalid, and bitgold may not be able to prevent third parties from infringing them. So what they're saying is that the only asset that the company has, this technology which apparently allows the exchange of gold virtually, is not necessarily even protected, is not necessarily exclusive technology. And that matters for investors, and it matters for the future of the company. And there are a lot more disclaimers in this document, but I'll just give you one more. bitgold is still at an early stage of commercialization and has not earned any material revenue since its inception. While the company intends to spend the funds available to it as stated above, there may be circumstances where, for sound business reasons, a reallocation of funds may be necessary. Yet despite all this, investors still had an appetite for the stock. When bitgold hit the market May 13th, by May 19th, the company had a market cap over $460 million. Pretty amazing stuff, all based on the idea of a 31-year-old unknown Israeli who only finished high school. Oh, there is one more thing I should probably tell you about bitgold. It is not a new idea to have a digital gold payment system. If somebody had the idea before, then how did they do with it? Well, this article from Bitcoin Magazine tells us, says every single quote-unquote digital gold company that has come before bitgold has either been charged by law enforcement or shut down on its own volition due to financial regulations. In fact, the largest one, called eGold, ended up being a hub for money laundering. No previous digital gold business was able to survive. So I've been telling you all about bitgold and what kind of a company it was when it went public on the Toronto Stock Exchange. So what about gold money? I told you that bitgold went public on May 13th. Well, May 22nd, bitgold acquired goldmoney.com for 52 million Canadian dollars. The way they paid for that was with shares of bitgold. This article talks about the merger. Gold Money, since its founding in 2001, has amassed 20,000 customers, 135,000 user signups, and manages more than $1 billion in assets. Well, that $1 billion in assets got transferred over to bitgold in exchange for shares of stock, which were traded based on the value of an idea, and we don't know if that idea is protected or not. Now let's see what people have written about bitgold and gold money. Here's one from Investment Watch blog. It would be accused of being anti-Semitic, but I'll read it to you anyway. Gold money was acquired by a mysterious Israeli Jew. Gold money customers should close their accounts. That's a pretty dire warning, I would say, and I can't say I completely disagree with it. Here's another article from Capital and Conflict, another economics blog. Don't touch this gold and Bitcoin combo with a 10-foot barge pole. And that's specifically a notice to investors, but the solvency of a company is certainly important if you're having them store your gold for you. Speaking of storing your gold, one of the things David likes to bring up is that the gold will be fully insured by Brinks. So I thought I should read you another disclaimer here from the filing. The fact that bitgold is not a bank, investment dealer, or trust company may result in the business of bitgold not being subject to a regulatory environment which is as extensive and robust as the regulatory environment for financial institutions. Furthermore, bitgold does not have insurance through government-sponsored programs or deposit insurance and relies on private insurance coverage through Brinks on gold held in vaults, which may not necessarily provide as extensive coverage in the event of loss. Although gold bullion is held by bitgold Vault Inc., there can be no assurance that a third party will not claim an interest in such property in a legal proceeding or claim against bitgold or its subsidiaries. The thing is, I am gravely concerned about this company's financial long-term well-being and what will happen to the assets being held by them should they go under. And you know, I highlighted a lot more from this document. So what I did is I went ahead and put it up on Google Drive, and I'm putting a link in the description. And that way, if you have any questions, if you're still up in the air about keeping gold with bitgold/goldmoney, then please read this and you'll see everything that I highlighted in there that might be of interest to you.
Now, we've seen some real concerns about the financial stability of gold money. They've been losing money and customer share for years. And as we've heard, they're outside of regular banking regulations. There is no government insurance of the funds. In fact, they stated that the only insurance they have is losing the gold from the vaults. The stability of their company is crucial because you're relying on them to get access to your money. So we're seeing a lot of risks outside of the regular gold price fluctuation risks of investing in gold. If this company folds, are you going to be able to get your gold back? Are you going to be able to get your money back? A lot of uncertainty surrounding this company, that's for sure. Now, there isn't really much need to own physical gold, and here's why. Unless you're going to pound it into jewelry, at some point you're relying on the transition to cash to turn your gold into cash at some point. So since you're relying on the financial transaction of gold to cash, owning a gold ETF is every bit as effective and reliable as owning physical gold and affords you all the protections of owning physical gold without the hassles of owning physical gold. It allows you to very easily buy and sell positions. Now, the only time it's really good to have physical gold is for very long investments. And by very long, I mean leaving money for your kids when you die. It's much easier to leave them access to your safety deposit box when you die, as opposed to going through all the paperwork of transferring assets after death. So that's a situation where physical gold is a good idea. Owning a gold ETF is every bit as effective and reliable as owning physical gold and affords you all the protections of owning physical gold without the hassles of owning physical gold. You can trade a widely held and reliable gold ETF like GLD, manage it through a well-known online trading account like Charles Schwab, and you end up with a much safer, much easier, and much more reliable way to manage assets held in gold. Now, there's a lot of issues that should make you wary of doing any business with goldmoney.com, like the fact that the company spends money freely on shiny, newly remodeled offices, Super Bowl tickets for their shill, even in light of losing money in market share. You have the CEO promoting to use his product in online gambling, complete lack of regulatory oversight, and a convoluted and complicated cash-to-gold system that is completely inferior to other ways of managing gold assets.
Well, I really need to tell my brother that his Patreon needs to get his money the fuck out of there. And for fucking with my brother, those cunts can fuck right the fuck off.